Hello, listener. This is Suyana, reading Chapter 9, Breathe Into It, from the all-inclusive approach, The Art of Divine Remembrance. Breath serves as our most constant, life-giving relationship with the world around us. Each breath we take charges our body with vitality, increases our oxygen levels, circulates healthy blood through the system, and connects us to where we are. Conversely, each breath we take can maintain a state of restriction, tension, limitation, and discomfort. When approached with awareness, breath serves as an ever-present gateway to mindfulness and presence. Since the planet's creation, our atmosphere has been in existence. Each breath connects us to this vast existence, uniting us with the whole of life on this floating rock we call home. When you think about it, each inhale can transport us through time to connect us with the whole of history, and each exhale offers our contribution to the infinite future. The breath is a bridge to source, and you have access to it every minute of every day. While you may be breathing in and out day after day, and clearly you are since you are listening to this, the question is, are you doing it mindfully? Are you breathing deeply into your belly with a relaxed face and jaw, shoulders at ease, chest open, each inhalation spacious and expansive, followed by a peaceful, effortless exhalation? Does this level of attention seem like a tall order for something as simple as breathing? Breathing is the most vital interactive physical function of the body. You can go weeks without eating and days without drinking water, we've been told, but you won't survive more than a few moments without air. Breath is a great access point to connect with the present, bring awareness into the body, and develop a deeper relationship with the vital energy pulsating throughout your physical being. It requires no props, special training, classes, nor equipment, just you and your desire to not only stay alive, but to thrive in the perfect present. One common and accessible breathing practice is simply to bring your attention to the breath and mindfully breathe into the belly while sitting or lying in a comfortable position. There are many more advanced practices that have been developed, but I like this one because you can do it anywhere, everywhere, and all day long. You just check in with yourself regularly throughout the day and remember to breathe consciously and deeply. Simple, yet profound. Here is a deep breathing exercise to accompany this chapter and to give you a step-by-step process you can follow. Inhale down into your belly. Feel the belly expanding with air as you inhale and then descend down toward the spine into a resting state on the exhalation. As you inhale, receive all that has been gifted to you. Inhale, receive love, support, connection, and well-being. As you exhale, feel the relaxation and relief of being at one with yourself and all of creation. Exhale, share love, support, connection, and well-being. Imagine that with each breath you are reborn into your true divine nature, connected to life in all ways. Repeat as desired. I figured since this is such a short chapter that I would just combine the audiobook with the discussion. So we're going to get right into the discussion and start with the reflection of this chapter. Even though I just read it, it's always nice to get a little summarized version of what the content was. Breath is more than just an unconscious function. It is a sacred bridge between body, mind, and spirit. It is our most intimate and life-sustaining interaction with the world. With every inhale, you receive the gift of life, and with every exhale, we offer something back to existence. This chapter invites us to become aware of how we breathe and recognize that each breath is an opportunity to be fully present. When we breathe consciously, we calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and restore balance to our physical and energetic bodies. In doing so, we create space for deeper connection, not only with ourselves, but with the infinite intelligence flowing through all of existence. Rather than allowing breath to be an automatic process, we can use it as an anchor for mindfulness, a tool to release resistance, and a practice to align with the natural rhythm of life. One of the questions that a lot of people ask me when I am working with them one-on-one, or just people who are in a state of distress who come to me for comfort, I reference conscious breathing so much because it's been an essential tool in my process of integrating and aligning with the present in my body. I was a habitual disassociator for a really long time. I just had built a pattern up, probably very early in childhood, of exiting, mostly because of discomfort and fear. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. And the breath is just such a wonderful asset for presence. So when you're going through the journal prompts, I invite you to stay aware while you're thinking of how you want to answer what you're writing. Think about how you're breathing. A lot of the people that I know, and I am including myself in this, even hold our breath. Like a lot of times when I first started just asking myself, are you breathing? That was the question I would ask myself throughout the day over and over and over again, until conscious breathing became more of a habit than an anomaly. And I would ask myself, are you breathing? And realize that I was holding my breath. And then when I would breathe so shallow. So while you're doing the journal prompts, pay attention to your breath. Notice how you're breathing. Ask yourself, am I breathing? I have not trademarked this question, so I gift it to you too. Am I breathing? How about now? Here are the journal prompts. Number 1, how often do you bring awareness to your breath throughout the day? Another great tool here is to set an alarm on your phone or to associate it with a habit. So every time you check a notification on your phone, before you do, entrain yourself to take a deep breath. Or whenever you move positions in your chair, where you are, your location in your home, getting up out of bed, laying down in bed, going to the bathroom, there's all different kinds of ways to weave breath awareness into your daily life. I liked it whenever my phone would make a noise, I would also ask that question. And I just had started in training myself to associate checking in on my breath with a lot of different things that were naturally part of my daily life. Number 2, what emotions or sensations arise when you take deep, intentional breaths? So for some of us, when we finally start letting ourselves breathe deeply, everything we've been holding in those shallow breaths and those moments where we are holding our breath is being given space to be felt. So that might be sadness, that might be rage, that might be disappointment, frustration, confusion. And when deep breathing can be a practice that you do for a length of time, say 10, 15 minutes, once, twice a day, then whatever is rising to the surface and having a chance to be fully expressed is given space, then what you have coming up and rising within you can be journaled about too, if you feel called. Sometimes it's just nice to know that it's being released out of your system, and you can remind yourself of that with your breath. When you're exhaling, you can affirm to yourself, I release this content out of my system. I choose to stop storing this in my cells, in my nervous system, in my psyche. I inhale peace. I inhale presence. I inhale wisdom. Journal prompt number 3. In what situation do you notice yourself holding your breath or breathing shallowly? What does this reveal about your body's response to stress? So again, this goes back to what I was just saying. So many of us really, our bodies are in a state of stress chronically. A really good indicator of that is how you're breathing. Because when we're bracing for impact, whether that's an emotional impact or a physical impact, or just a future that we find terrifying that keeps circling in our minds, shallow breathing and holding one's breath are pretty good indicators that that's what's going on. And there's no reason to beat yourself up about it. You can immediately start giving your body the tool that can benefit it, which is conscious deep breaths. Journal prompt number 4. How would your daily experience shift if you committed to conscious breathing as a mindfulness practice? And again, just imagine if you were relaxed in your body, feeling secure and safe in the world, how differently would you interact and engage with the world around you, with your environment, with the relationships that you have, with the opportunities that you see for yourself, with the risks that you would be willing to take? And number 5, write a reflection on the phrase, "With each breath, I am reborn into my true divine nature." What does that sentence bring up for you? What does that idea activate in your belief system? Write it down. I have another exercise for you to do. I know I shared one at the end of the chapter, which is in the book, but this one is the one from the workbook. And it's called Breathe Deeply. This simple yet profound exercise will help you use breath as a tool for presence, relaxation, and connection. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you wish. Place one hand on your belly and one on your heart. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing your belly to fully expand. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling the tension release from your body. With each inhale, silently affirm, "I receive love, support, connection, and well-being." With each exhale, affirm, "I share love, support, connection, and well-being." Continue for several breaths, imagining each inhale filling you with divine energy, and each exhale dissolving any resistance or stress. The quote for the contemplation is, "Breath is a bridge that connects life to consciousness, uniting the body with the soul." I remember when I was writing this chapter, I thought maybe I should omit it because it seems so simple. But when the final decision was in front of me, I thought, regardless of how simple this is, it's also essential. And so I left it, even though it was all of 2 pages, I think, of the book. It seemed to me to be that important to talk about and to reiterate to those who have already been exposing themselves to this realm of existence, the realm of self-realization and self-awareness. So leave a comment. Let me know how this is landing for you, what insights are coming up, what questions you might have, what topics you want to touch on as we continue to develop this relationship. And if you want to speak with me one-on-one, I have a combination of offerings that you can check out with the link in my bio. Until we meet again, be well and enjoy the now.